What is going on, guys? obZenz here, bringing you another Gears of War Judgment video. Now today, I am bringing you the last video in my movement in Gears of War videos. I said I was going to put out 3 videos, so here's the last one. This is the 3rd video, and it's looking at wall bouncing. I'm going to show you guys a few types of wall bouncing, and I'm going to show you guys how to do each type in lots of detail. There'll be lots of little videos helping you guys out along the way. So let's get into the first type of wall bouncing, guys. Okay guys, so the first type of wall bouncing that we have is called camera wall bouncing. And basically it's just where we use the camera to look at different walls and bounce on and off of them. So what we're going to do to kind of get the hang of it, we're going to find a small area with 2 walls that are reasonably close together, and preferably ones that we can't mantle over. By that, it just makes it a little bit easier. If you accidentally press A too many times, you know, you're not going to go flying over the barrier. So what you want to do very quickly, we're going to go into that wall diagonally. You can do this on the right side as well. You want to go in, and you want to go in diagonally forward and tap A like that. Then you want to look at another wall, forward and tap A like that, and then you guessed it, forward and tap A like that. So pretty much you want to start stringing it together to do things like this. Now this is camera wall bouncing, but very, very slowly. The next step to doing this is making it a little bit more fluid and making it run a lot smoother. So what we're going to do is, to make it run smoother, instead of actually like plonking onto the wall like that and sticking to it, we're only going to very briefly go near the wall. We're not even going to actually take cover in it. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to come in, we're going to go in, and just before we get to that wall, we're going to look that way and press A and go over there. And just before we get to this wall, we're going to go over there and press A and go into there. Now there is a bot around here somewhere, guys, with that thing. Now, you spongy bastard. Okay, alright, back to it. So, once we can do that, instead of kind of clinging to the wall like that, we can string it together and do something that should look like that. See how I didn't even touch that wall there, and that's what you want to do. And then as I was coming back over this way, I could have gone back over there just by changing direction with the camera. That's why it's called camera wall bouncing. The camera is the main way of controlling this wall bounce. So you can kind of end up with things like that kind of happening. See, I didn't really make any contact with the walls. I did there too. But yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm getting it. No. There you go. So you can do it in bigger gaps as well. You just need to get the timing between when you look and when you press A kind of down pat. But once you've done that, there's not much to it. It's the easiest of wall bounces to learn. But in saying that, it is still, if you've never wall bounced before, it's kind of hard to get your head around. It just takes a bit of practice, but it's like riding a bike. Once you do it, you'll never ever forget it. So let's get on to the next type of wall bounce, guys. Okay guys, so the second type of wall bouncing that we have is angle bouncing. Now this is one of the harder types of wall bouncing to get. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of patience. Now the reason it's called angle wall bouncing is because we're coming in at the wall at an angle. We're not staying parallel with the walls like that, otherwise we'd just roll forwards. We're coming in at the wall at an angle, and we're staying at an angle all the way through the wall bounce. And we're not using our right thumbstick, we're not changing the camera direction like we did in a camera bounce. We're setting ourselves at a nice angle to start with, and then it's just left thumbstick and the A button all the way. This wall bounce is all about finding kind of a rhythm and kind of syncing up your A button with changing directions with your left thumbstick. Now it does take a lot of time, and I suggest that you kind of find an area like this and just start slowly and you'll get the hang of it. Just a couple of tips. What you want to do is you want to kind of find an angle that works coming in. If you come in at too much of an angle, you go smacking into the wall. Hang on, there is a bot there. Thank you. Alright. So you want to kind of come in at the wall at the right angle. If you don't come in at enough of an angle, you'll just dive forwards like that. You don't want that. And if it's at too sharp of an angle, you just hit the wall like that. So you want to come in at kind of, I don't know, what is it, like 30 degrees? Probably less than that. Kind of like that, and then just knock it backwards and forwards like that. It's all about the left thumbstick and the A button pretty much. What I will do is I'll show you a video of my hands and what they are doing for this wall bounce, because it's kind of hard to explain what my hands are doing. So I'll just show you guys, and then we'll move on to the final type of wall bouncing for you guys. Okay, so here with my left thumbstick, I'm just moving that left and right like that, and with my right thumb I'm pressing the A button. Now you want to get these two synced up and then gradually speed it up. That's how you get the bounce going quicker. Okay guys, the last type of wall bouncing that I have for you is known as circle wall bouncing, and by far it's the most complicated type of wall bounce, and to be honest it would have to be the most useless type of wall bounce as well. Now the reason for that is it may have looked like, you know, my screen was absolutely flying around and my character was doing all these crazy things, but to be honest I wasn't moving around that much at all, and I will show you what it looks like from someone else's point of view in a clip after this, and I'll show you how it doesn't actually move you around that much. I mean, just because my screen looks like, you know, it's flying around doesn't actually mean that I'm hard to hit, and doesn't mean that, you know, I'm going all over the place. But for those of you guys who might just be interested to try circle wall bouncing and, you know, say that you've given it a go and say that you can try it and do it, I'll try and run you guys through how to kind of do it. It is a really hard type of wall bounce because of you've got to hold the controller in a completely new different way. It's very foreign and it's just complicated. But anyway, I'll try and run you guys through it. I will show you a video of how I'm holding the controller after this. So hopefully that helps you guys as well. But what you want to do, your left hand is going to want to do two things at once. Your left hand is going to want to push forward on the left thumbstick, and it's going to want to keep that thumbstick pushed forwards. Now, also with your left hand, with your thumb, you want to pull left on the right thumbstick. So you end up doing that. And all of that's being done with one hand. Now, there's another bot here, same bot. Please go away. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Alright. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Your left hand wants to push forward and your thumb on your left hand wants to pull left like that. So you end up doing that, and that's all with one hand. Now, you want to push in at the wall and tap A, and then as soon as you're almost into the wall, pull left on that right thumbstick, with all doing this with the one hand, and then just tap A, and you should end up going around in circles like this, and not like that. Almost got it. Hang on. There you go. So you should go around in circles like that. Now it's really hard to get, and it's really confusing. You know, I'm trying to explain it as best I can, but it still confuses the shit out of me. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you guys a video now of what my hands on the controller are doing, and hopefully that can help you guys out a little. So what I want to do is I want to keep the left thumbstick pointed up and my right thumbstick pointed left. So I push up on the left thumbstick with my index finger, and then hold the right thumbstick left with my thumb, and then just tap A to get the bounce going. So this is what circle bouncing looks like from someone else's point of view. As you can see, they're not moving around terribly much, and the one downfall with circle bouncing is how inaccurate it is. It's just really hard to land your shots. So there we have it, guys. That was the wall bouncing episode. Be sure to check out the sensitivity episode and the strafing episode if you haven't already done that. Keep an eye out for new videos coming up. I will have lots of content very soon for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, and I will see you all later. Thanks for watching.